Hello everyone. All right, so today I want to talk about, I think people should eat candy and junk food within your macros, obviously. But I think this is really important because I'll have friends and other people who start losing weight and they're like all in, 100%, no cheating, no skipping days. Like, they make the entire process not fun. They don't make it enjoyable. They don't make it sustainable. Therefore, it feels more like punishment than like something that they feel like is healthy that they can do every day, and then they quit. I was listening to an interview with Chris Bumstead, who just won another Mr. Olympia. So he's now considered one of the best bodybuilders of all time. And he's talking about how does he cut for his competition. And he says, if you don't know, bodybuilding has a very strict, I would say, borderline dangerous cutting process to get that lean. It requires a tremendous amount of discipline and cutting down on their foods. So when I was listening to Chris Bumstead explain how he loses weight, he said two things that I thought were really cool. One was, I eat the same exact foods as I was before, just in smaller amounts, which I think, again, points really obviously to the idea that the only thing that matters for losing weight is burning more calories than you take in. But he also said, there were times where I was supposed to eat like potatoes or rice or whatever. And then he's like, there were just days where I was like, fuck it, I'm having a cookie. I'm gonna eat a cookie instead with my wife. So there was a level of just like pleasure that helped with the adherence. Like, him having cookies made his cut a lot more easier, and it also didn't deter from his results. And we're talking about the greatest bodybuilder ever, or one of the greatest bodybuilder ever, in one of the most strict parts of his cutting phase, was still eating junk food. So whenever I have people start a program or they want to lose weight, I always tell them, like, you can have all your favorite foods and you should have them, but the amount should be right. Like, for example, if you're a dude who, eats 10 Oreos at night with a glass of milk, let's get that down to like 3 and then like 2 and learn to become satisfied with that over time. That's what I do. I eat a few Oreos a day, but that's the one thing it's one of the few things that I'll have that's junk food. But like, my diet is primarily like, it's like 80% like clean, like healthy food, like things that are higher in protein, higher in micronutrients. But I always allow myself some room to just have food I enjoy. And it makes the process of eating every day not that bad. I'm not pigging out. I'm not doing, crazy shit. I think most people would have to exhibit a much higher level of discipline than they are now. But I think it's really important to say that you can still have the foods that you love, and you should have them. The process of losing weight and keeping it off is sustainability, as opposed to going this all-out effort, so you should be able to have your cake and eat it too. But that's my practical advice. Do not quit out on your favorite foods that you eat just to enjoy. Change the amount. Have them, but in smaller amounts if your goal is to lose weight.